Hello friends, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new. In today's video, it's a day in my life, so I'm starting the day off just cuddling in bed with Marley. John has been out of town for work for a few weeks when I'm filming this, so it's just been me and Marley, but eventually I did get up and I started making some coffee for John because he was actually coming home for a few hours. And we were going to a yard sale, so I was making him coffee in this old from the 70s Mr. Coffee maker because John actually took our regular modern day percolator with him where he was staying, but it still works great. I usually just drink cold brew coffee that I make myself, so I don't miss the percolator not being here. And the day that I was filming this day in the life was when I was filming my Spice of Life collection. So I had taken it all down and washed it while I was waiting for John, and then I had printed off this sheet from the internet. I don't know why I said it like that, but to figure out which pieces I had. So John did get there pretty early, and then we're going to a yard sale in our community. It's like inside of our community center, which is really cute. We live in a super small community, like less than 500 people. And as soon as we walked in, they were like, all of the books are free. So we were like, oh, okay. Inside the community center, they have a little room with they call it a lending library. So you don't need a card or anything. You can just go in and take books, like borrow them, bring them back whenever you're done. They don't have like a time limit or anything, so they're giving away books for free because they just get overstocked with so many. I think I ended up taking a shot at some point at the little library. We've actually not been there yet because we end up getting like free books, or a few weeks ago I shared a community yard sale where they say like just take as many books as you want for a donation. So anyway, we ended up getting a ton of books, and I ended up just stopping filming so I could really get into it and look for a bunch. But I'm pretty sure we filled 3, 4, maybe even 5 reusable bags full of books because we both love reading, and yeah, it was just good. John did get some to resell as well because he's a reseller on eBay, but we did end up giving them money for the books. So I think our total of everything we got came to $15, which was insanely cheap. But we ended up giving them $30, and the woman was like, we're just gonna give you $30, and she was like, well, why? And we're like, oh, we got like 5 bags of books, so we're like, it goes to like a good cause. And she was like, thank you so much. And it's just, here's the library. I just stepped in and took a little shot of it, so you can see it's quite full. So it's just such a great place to have in the community because it is really small, but they do a lot of different things. They have like darts down there, and they do like crib and just all these different activities every week, like every day of the week. So yeah, and when the power goes out, they open it up for people, and I don't know, it's very like 1950s vibes here, which I love. So then when we actually got into like the main room, they had a big table set up with a bunch of cookbooks, and I found there was a few Betty Crocker books there, which I was interested in. I didn't film too much while we were in here, really, because we were meeting people from our community, which we like to do, and we're just like chatting with them, and I don't know, it's just kind of awkward to just be trying to like film when you're trying to meet people. So I guess what I'm trying to say is meeting members of our community and getting to know them and talking to them is more important to me than filming. Even though I do like filming these day in the life type videos, I want to be like present in real life over filming. They had this really old looking kettle, I think like probably 70s, 80s looking kettle I thought was cool. I'm pretty sure my parents had something very similar, or maybe my grandma. Most of what they had here was not really things I was interested in, but you never know what you're going to find. I did find some cool things, which I'll show you after we're done here. I thought this bowl back here was really pretty. It turned out to just be made of plastic. It looked like it was made of ceramic or glass, but just made out of plastic. And then there was some smaller bowls that I don't know if they matched or they meant to go with it. I also thought this was really unique, but again, like I don't have a need for it. Yeah, these bowls here, I don't know if they were supposed to go with the bigger bowl or not, but I thought they were really pretty as well. And I don't remember what those blue and white pieces are called, but I feel like I see them everywhere. I don't even know if they're worth money or not. I feel like they might not be because I see them so frequently, but then again, they might be. But they had a bunch of that there next to it. I just wanted to show you this as well, just because it illustrates how cute it is. But they're giving a free tea and coffee here, but then they also were giving out like free chocolates. It was so cute. But then I pretty much kind of stopped filming because while we were over talking to, or while we were by the tea, we were talking to some members of our community. But they did have some Christmas things as well that I filmed a little of. Unfortunately, none of it was vintage. I was really hoping that I might find some vintage things in here, but I didn't really see much in here. But it was still just cool to go. I love going to any community type things because we get to meet people in our community and it's just always nice. I think most of the Christmas stuff, to me anyway, just looked more like 90s, 2000s stuff, which isn't really my style. One cool thing I did see though, they had a table with appliances and it was this vintage popcorn maker from the either probably late 70s or early 80s. And I know that for sure because my parents actually had the same one. And actually, I think my dad still has it. I remember being at his house not like maybe like 10 years ago and seeing it there. But I love that they were selling it with popcorn. So cute. So that definitely brought back a lot of nostalgic memories. So after we left the flea market, we had to go to the grocery store to get me some more groceries for like the next week. And while we were on our way there, we saw something super cool. John noticed it first, but someone had painted their Jeep to look like a Jurassic Park Jeep. And I just thought it was so neat. So I'm glad he noticed it so I could film it to show you guys. I just thought that was so neat. It was quite a gloomy day on this day, but I still think it's so pretty where we live, so I just wanted to share a little shot of that. So I didn't film at the grocery store or anything because we didn't have a lot of time, but mostly what I needed was just some fresh produce because I had a lot of other stuff here. But I did find these two fall candles, which I'm so excited about. Going into fall is like my favorite time of year. And I've already got the house decorated and everything, but I've been burning these fall candles. That one was from last year. And then I just packed up some food for John. I usually just make food from scratch for him for like convenient wise so that he doesn't need to like cook where he is or like get takeout food. So I just usually pack that up for him when he comes home. And with my fresh produce, I was dying to make myself a vegetable tray and like veggie dip. So I got out my little platter here and then I made some homemade vegetable dip just using like vegan mayo and yogurt and stuff. And then I also made some onion dip. I have this little cute little dish that I got a few years ago that has like the onion soup dip recipe on it. I just used vegan sour cream to make it, so I made that for myself as well as some I got some chips, but I got my little veggie tray already and put it in the fridge for later. But I was thinking about this vegetable tray like all week. I was like, I'm definitely doing that when I get some fresh produce. So, and my little Marley was eating her lunch as well. So next I'll show you what we ended up getting from the sale. So like I said, we got a ton of books. I think there might have been a couple more bags that John had taken downstairs. I think I already mentioned that he got some books to resell. But so I'll show you the books that I ended up getting. But the other stuff I got this really big vase that I thought had very like late 70s, early 80s kind of vibes, which I thought would work really well in our home. It said $10, but when we went to pay for it, she said $5. I was like, okay, well, we're giving you more money anyway. I did end up getting this Betty Crocker cookbook that's like desserts. I think it was from the late 70s or early 80s. I love when I find like handwritten notes inside cookbooks though. It gives me like so many like warm fuzzy feelings just thinking about, you know, people using them for decades. And I collect Better Homes and Gardens cookbooks, and then also Betty Crocker. Those are like the only two I really collect. So I didn't have this one, so I thought that would be good. I really feel like I need to make some like testing vintage recipe videos again. I haven't done one since like the Valentine's Day one. So maybe soon I'll do that. I was thinking of trying to find some like fallish recipes, but then I also found this coupon in here for Sears, which I love finding stuff like this too. It's just so neat. So I don't think it was that old though, if I'm remembering correctly. And then John found this game that he really wanted to get. John's a really big fan of Crib, so I don't really fully understand. Like, I understand Crib, but I don't understand what this game is. But he was really excited about it, so we got that. And then we found this board. I think this is called Chinese checkers. I want to say that. I also feel like, is that appropriate to say? I don't know. I apologize if it's not. And then it had this on the other side. I thought this was really just neat looking, and then it turned out that it was from 1938, so it's really cool. This is my favorite thing that I found. I found this vintage bar set that was new in the package, which I've been trying to work on my dining room and getting it set up, and just been struggling with the dining room since forever, like since we moved in. I just can't get it to, like, I can't be happy with the way it's set up. I think I'm gonna make a video about it, but I've been working on it lately and it's getting better, but I felt like me finding this bar set was like a sign that I needed to just figure it out. So that's what I've been working on. That's why I haven't given like a tour of it, because I haven't been happy with it. But I was very happy to find this. I had looked at something similar to this gold set on Amazon, but it was like $60 or something. And I really wanted it because I thought it looked cute, but I was like, I don't want to spend that much money on it, but this is even better than what I had seen on there, so I was very happy with that. So now I'll show you some of the books that I ended up getting for myself. I got a bunch of these V.C. Andrews books. I've heard about these books for years. I think they started in the 70s. I've been wanting to read kind of mystery type books like around this time of year, so they were all for free, so I just grabbed a whole bunch of them. And then I grabbed this book. I don't know why, it just kind of, sometimes, you know, you see a book and you think, oh, that looks interesting, like just by the photo. So I was like, okay, I'll get that one, see what it is. Mostly I just read books and then donate them. There's very few books I actually keep. And then this book jumped out to me as well. I actually already read it by the time you're watching this, which it was pretty good. It was a little more like romancy than I would prefer, I guess, but it was okay. It was very easy. I think I read it in 2 days, and then turns out it's the first book in a group of 7, and I can read the other ones for free because I subscribe to Kindle Unlimited, so I'm actually almost done the second book as I'm recording this. Again, they're probably about 4-hour reads in total, I think, so I should get through those in like probably a little over a week. And then there was a bunch of magazines I got as well for free. HGTV is my favorite magazine. I think I just love looking through it. But then I also found a kitchen and bath one from like the 80s, which I think is cool. I think I might have shown me seeing this Judy Garland book, so it's probably no surprise that I got that. It's a really nice hardcover book, which I like. I like to decorate with hardcover books as well. And then I got this one as well that has Mark Twain stories in it. I got Michelle Obama's autobiography. I love reading like autobiographies or like about history and stuff. I thought this book on the Soviet Army might be interesting as well. And then I got this Legends book by Life magazine. It's cool. I found this vintage Disney book called Fantasyland, which is so cool. I'm such a huge Disney fan, especially like vintage Disney stuff. So that was really cool. And then I found this really big fairy tale book that's like nice hardcover in such good condition. So it's really cool. I have a Grimm's fairy tales that I found a few years ago that's really cool. So it was still very gloomy, so I decided to watch a movie in the basement. So I was trying to decide between these two movies. I think they're both really funny, and I hadn't seen either of them in quite a long time. Addicted to Love is especially funny, but I did end up deciding to watch Something's Gotta Give. I haven't actually seen this since it came out in theater like 25 years ago. I love when I get like a movie that was actually from Blockbuster. It's just so nostalgic. So I'm watching this in the basement on our TV, like old TV on the VCR. And I've got my snacks down here with me. And this is what I drink instead of drinking soda. It's just like doesn't have sugar in it. It's basically just like water, flavored water. And then we have this little Star Wars blanket down here for Marley because she loves watching movies with us. So she came down eventually, and we just watched a movie, and that was the rest of my day. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed watching this video. I kind of like filming these types of videos. I think they're fun. So I'm very excited that it's fall. I'm planning on filming a couple of like fall kind of themed day in the lives. There's a lot of really cool things that happen near us that I can go to and film and share. So look forward to that. I hope everyone's having a good day, and I will see you again soon.